Is that better? Can you hear me now? Sorry. Can you hear me now? So let me just start again because I didn't have my mic um, unmuted. This is Yvette C. Owens of Company Culture, where we explore the behaviors of organizations that are and what happens and what dictates how they're perceived in the marketplace, explores how it makes influences how people perceive you far greater than your uh, products and your services. And today we're talking about owning your own. And as I was preparing for this, I was reflecting on um, my days in elementary school back in um, the 1960s, when I was coming and going to school from my grandmother's house. We would leave out of 3605 Road in Baltimore, Maryland. We'd get to Hilton Street, make that left, and we'd go towards school. And in school, and we would be able to pick up friends. I bring up my friend Pam, and her house always smelled fresh with bacon. And my other friend Stacy would be waiting for us, and not to mention Eddie and his brothers from who lived across the street from my grandmother. So we would all go to school together. And in school, while it was a diverse population, we still had biases that we ran into. We still had issues that we were having to address. That's where I learned had to stand up for yourself, as well as having a network strong enough that would help support you when you could not do that alone. And that's what owning your power is all about. So in that experience, my early of an elementary student, just 3 feet, 4 feet tall, I was able to get the responsibility of becoming a safety guard. Can I tell you, it was amazing. That safety guard, we wore those yellow belts that came across your chest and around your waist, and that shield that you got that silver shield. And those experiences now said, I can stand at the most busiest intersection because that's where we had crossing guards, that's where we had safety guards to help my peers cross the street. But as I was reflecting on today and owning your power, it was not just about crossing the street. It was about influencing those relationships because sometimes on the way to school, things didn't go along, disagreements happened. Whether it was around a conversation you were having or somebody just was not having a good day. And so by the time we reached that corner, that busy intersection of corner where there's lots of noise and there's lots of things going on, things were really inflated. And so what happens is you have to be able to navigate relationships with your power. So as that safety guard, um, I was able to navigate relationships, be able to influence, hey guys, let's go to school. Let's make sure that things are going well. And even after school, right? Making sure that we put the things that happen with us or to us behind us, and we just head on home safely in the right frame of mind. That's what it means by owning your own power. You have the power to own the influences. You have the power to own not only the outcomes that you're working for, but the experience. Are you influencing not only the outcome, but the experience that's happening? That's what we want to address. We have to influence the experience. Are you engaging your network when you need to, as a part of the owner owning your power? Are you engaging that network? Have you made a network? Have you found a network that can support you? Because you cannot really walk in your power if you don't, and in your fluence in leadership, if you don't have a strong network. Are you sharing your voice and your ideas. Your voice and your ideas are what separates you from everybody else around the table. Your perspective, when you bring it to the situation, when you're bringing it to the assignment, especially in the most delicate and sensitive, difficult scenarios, it's important for you to bring your perspective so that we can influence together an outcome. Owning your power is not just about you. It's not just about, hey, I did this and now look at me, celebrate me. No, it's about bringing those who are working with you, those who are along this journey with you, along with you so that they can experience growth as you experience growth, so they can experience and greater influence, so they can experience greater confidence. Let us own our be responsible. Be responsible with the power that you have at all levels. There's no one exempt from this. Do you have an eye? Are you looking towards those who are coming along, who are part of your journey? And if you're an individual contributor, are you bringing everything? Are you affirming yourself? Are you understanding where you need help and asking for help? That's a part of owning your power. When you are in a place and you know, I can't do this, I need by myself, or I got stuck in a way, this is where I need help. That's a powerful position. Because if you can't express yourself, if you can't ask for help, you're not in a position of power. You're entrapped. You're in bondage. But when I can bring everything that I know, everything that I've experienced, and do that with the power to be able to also collaborate with others, to be able to share with others, to have a growth mentality, to be able to network, but to care about the people who are helping me reach the outcome, then I'm really exemplifying power. It takes more than just getting to the end of the project. It's how did you get there? It takes more about getting to the sales goals. And don't get me wrong, I understand that if you reach your sales goal and you reach your sales goals often, and or if you have your students in education matriculating successfully, if they are matriculating all the time successfully, that's wonderful. The answer is, how are people experiencing you? Is it something they want to experience over and over again? Are they referring people to you? Because it's a healthy place. It's a healthy place. I am Yvette Owens. This is my story. And this is where I help individuals and organizations do far greater than what they ever do on their own. It takes people to come alongside us so that we can achieve the very best that we need to achieve, that we know is within us. We just haven't been able to tap into it. And when we tap into it, then others can tap into it. When we tap into it, then others are free to be greater. When we don't abuse our power, but make it a positive experience, then everyone succeeds. If you and when you would like to work with me, I am a speaker. I do coach not only individuals, I do also workshops. I facilitate workshops. I coach teams. I am an author. I'm the author of Conquering Corporate Enemies, Mind, Personalities, and Situations, when you're ready to work with me, I encourage you to reach out today. Let's talk about your unique environment, your unique situation, and how we can move you forward, how we can give you better results, better engagement, more engagement that's positive, and they want to be engaged. They want to help, which means they want to go and they're tapping in to a realm and an area that they haven't even been able to explore before because they have not had the freedom to explore. You have the power to give them that freedom to explore the areas by making sure you show up, you're interested not only in the outcomes, but those who are around you, you're networking, you're asking for help when you need to, you have all those affirmations, you're setting an environment of positive outcomes and experience. I'm Yvette Owens, and I help you do that. I help leaders create a healthy environment where people can grow. We have to have a growth mentality, a growth mindset. And when we do that, that means we are able and we have the capacity to allow people to sometimes fail or not to do it as neatly packaged or neatly defined as others might want to see it. But it's still successful and you can groom. How do you prepare people to be successful? And I can tell you when you really invest in those, invest in your power, being in a positive experience for people, you'll have less failures than you will experience without investing. You can reach me, and my information is going across the screen. You can reach me at destinyspeak.com, or you can email me at visiontoreality@destinyspeak.com. I am ready to work with you and to make your environment more enriching, more empowering, more engaging. You do not have to be stuck. You as an individual or your team. Teams have lost steam. They're being burnt out carrying on the extra weight and burden of the great resignation, people leaving. That does not have to be your story. That doesn't have to be your story. Everyone in every area can get to the right stride for your team, the right stride for you, even in the increase of responsibility, even in the increase of extra work. How do you manage and work through that successfully so you not only have a positive outcome, but you have a positive experience? That's my story today. Thank you for joining. Share this, and I look forward to connecting you with you so that we can make your next project, your next engagement, bring you and your teams along so you can have a greater experience. Have a great day. Bye-bye.